Right, so today's video is all about baby chainsaws. Yes, the small powered pruners.
Question is, can anything beat the Milwaukee? Because there is brand new models that have come from the market from Stihl, Echo and DeWalt.
Yeah, they're better balanced. This isn't our first video on these, so if you're looking for other brands, we've probably done them already. But today is about the DeWalt, the Echo, the wobbly Milwaukee and the Stihl.
So what are we going to test?
Loads of stuff. So let's get on with the first one.
Do it.
Let's do it.
The Echo DHS 3006 runs on a 56 volt system, and today we are running it on their 2.5 amp hour battery. It has a chain speed of 7.8 meters per second and a bar length of 6 inches. It weighs in at 2.4 kilograms, and the best price we can find it for is £459, including VAT, as a kit. The DeWalt DC MPS 520P1 runs on an 18 volt system, and today we are running it on their 5 amp hour battery. It has a chain speed of 8.6 meters per second and has a bar length of 8 inches. It weighs in at 2.95 kilograms, and the best price we can find it for is £226.50 as a kit. The Stihl GTA40 runs on a 22 volt system with two 10.8 volt batteries. It has a chain speed of 8 meters per second and has a bar length of 6 inches. It weighs in at 2.04 kilograms, and the best price we could find it for was £365 as a kit. And finally, the Milwaukee M18 FHS20 runs on an 18 volt system, and today we are running on the 5.5 amp hour high output battery, with a chain speed of 5 meters per second, a bar length of 8 inches, and weighing in at 3.35 kilograms. The best price we could find it for was for £399 as a kit.
Right, so softwood test first. I've got this beautiful bit of 7x2 clean timber that I'm going to put each saw down through on a time test. Now, just so everyone's know, we've just put brand new chains on them all. Yes, the Milwaukee, the Stihl and the Echo we have previously done individual videos on, whereas the DeWalt is brand new. They've all got their recommended batteries on as well. So hopefully this is as fair as we can possibly make it. So let's go one cut down through on each saw. Right, Echo up first. Boom. Now for the DeWalt. Right, time for the Stihl. Boom. And the Milwaukee. There we go.
Right then, so next test is all about cut quality. So you could see how fast they were doing cuts through softwood, but actually these are pruners. So if you're doing garden maintenance, how good is the cut? Is it going to splinter? Is it going to be rough? Is it going to be smooth? So we've got some virgin timber here, some willow, which is already starting to grow back again. And we're going to see how good the cut really is. Right then, Echo first. Now the DeWalt. Now it's Stihl's go. And last but no means least, Milwaukee. Right, so some interesting results there. Now, obviously James was cutting that softwood, and you can see how splintery that wood was, and the DeWalt was probably the worst one of the lot on that. It is quite an aggressive chain, quite a thick chain, and obviously that doesn't give you quite so smooth a cut. Now, the Stihl here is running a 1/4 inch chain, and I would say the Stihl probably give the best cut of the lot. Then probably close second would be the Echo. Nice smooth cut there. Obviously, it's closer rings, closer grain on this wood as well, so it's going to make it a lot easier, a lot better to see and give a quality cut. Now the Milwaukee isn't too bad either. Just the DeWalt and the Milwaukee were just leaving those little tabs there at the end. It was almost just rushing that cut at the end, just leaving a little bit of excess wood behind. But yeah, 1, 2, probably joint 3.
So moving on from Josh's clean cutting, I want to sort of address the chatter that you get with these tools, because some of them are quite chattery going down through because of the sort of the size of the bar and the size of the machine, but obviously still running a slightly bigger chain. So what I actually use one of these for is for fencing quite a bit, where you'd have a fencing post in the ground, obviously this one isn't, and you'd actually cut out a square at the bottom of the post here to then notch it out so that you can put a strut in for fencing. Now, these tools are absolutely fantastic for that, but if they're too chattery, they make a mess, or if they're smooth, they leave a lovely clean cut. So let's go through 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, lying on the ground, like so, and see how clean they can make it. Problem with the DeWalt, because it's got its tip guards on it, tip protectors, you can't actually use it as bore cut. Now you could try and undo the one-way screws, but it's there for a reason, apparently. So we can't actually do a bore cut with this saw like from stock. You could obviously take that off and probably do it, but being that we represent manufacturers to a certain degree, we better not on this one. Right, so the Stihl. Right, Milwaukee. Right, so the echo I thought would be a problem because it's got the top flat, but it actually wasn't. If you just were clever with it and going into the piece of timber, you could sort of keep that up above, but it's actually a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be as well. DeWalt obviously explained that one. The Stihl, super smooth, the perfect bar and chain combination for that more delicate, skilled work, and that is exactly the tool I use when I'm fencing. The Milwaukee, as you can see, juddery, shaky, not very accurate, and quite sort of, I guess, rippy, I guess you'd call it, in that timber. Although it's very fast cutting, it's not quite as accurate as what the Stihl was.
Right, let's not beat about the bush, nitty gritty of it. Which has the most power? We're going to do 3 cuts in a piece of ash of 4 inches, see which one's fastest. Let's go. Right, echo first. DeWalt next. Boom! Now the GTA 40. Oh, stalled it. Right, now it's Milwaukee's turn. Lovely.
But Josh, is all very well doing tests on sawhorses where it's all nice and right in front of you, but what's it like using them in a real situation?
Yeah, usability, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I used that echo just the other day, cutting down this holly, and it's been on the ground, what, a month now?
Yeah,
so
that.
Yeah, shall we
Trim it up and
just have a bit of a go with it?
Chipper,
I don't need to use that one, I know what that one's like. Have a go with the DeWalt and then we'll swap over.
Cool, let's go for it. Yeah, it's got some power, the echo, hasn't it?
It has.
And also, I like that. that chain tensioner.
Yeah, auto
That's quite
chain
nice, isn't
tensioner.
it?
It's the only one with an auto chain
Yeah.
tensioner.
That
So
tip
plenty-
protector get in the way?
I think it's only going to get in the way on a ball cut. You know, if you're not, unless you're ball cutting, you're not using the tip of your
No.
bar anyway. You know, it's the most dangerous part of a chainsaw chain. So
Just looks a bit bulkier, doesn't it?
it is longer, but then
motor.
it's the same length as what the Milwaukee
Yeah.
is, isn't it? You do feel like you're sort of, there's a lot of handle there. You know, a giant can put his hand in there. There's that could be shorter.
Yeah.
That battery could be closer up there. But otherwise,
Whereas that, I think
Huge
we've
battery
mentioned
on that,
that's
isn't it?
huge, isn't it?
It's a big old
And the
battery.
clip on the side, which is lovely, but actually you can't stand it up, can you?
no, not
You'll
with
lay
the
it down.
clip on. No, very true.
But,
This one doesn't have a clip at all. But I do like the hand protector there rather than the flap on the front. You know, that flap.
I can see that getting ripped off though,
Yeah.
fairly quickly.
Yeah, just you'd just snap it off out of the way, wouldn't you?
What about
Whereas-
pickup? That's one thing we actually haven't done.
Yeah,
How quick does that start?
yeah.
Picked
up
How
really
quick
quick.
does it? That's pretty
That's a slower ramp
slower
up.
ramp up speed, isn't it?
Definitely a
Yeah.
slower ramp up. Right, now these two, I pick up for two different reasons, and I'll explain that shortly. But we've both used them before, haven't we?
Yeah.
So, but let's give ourselves a reminder.
Give them a whirl.
Now, I'd pick up the Milwaukee every single time if I wanted to just go out and cut something quickly. Well, I'd go out and pick up the Stihl if I wanted to cut something cleanly, or like I did with the post just now,
Yeah.
nice and smooth
Yeah.
cutting. That is a rough cut, quick hatchet, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
just a.
It is like having a mini chainsaw.
It
isn't
is.
That's
it
what
is.
it is.
That,
like
that
having a mini
replaces
chainsaw
a
in your
small
hand.
chainsaw. If you've got something 40 cc and below,
Yeah.
that would replace the chainsaw.
Yeah, and the advantage to that is obviously they've got the power tool range for a Stihl. Obviously, it's only garden machinery, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or outdoor power.
If you want an
equipment.
all-round tool, then the Milwaukee would be a good option.
Yeah.
But if you've already got chainsaws and you're quite kitted up with that, then that would be the way to go. So you've got actually something different.
Yeah.
But
But obviously, this is designed for arborists as well, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, you can.
You know,
yeah,
'cause
you
you've got
can
your lanyard
legally
hook.
climb with that, can't you?
Yeah. But yeah, both great machines, aren't they?
Yeah. But I'd say the Echo sits bang on between the two. You've got the power with the Echo, but you've also got the smoothness of cut.
Yeah. Whereas this, I don't think you got the chain speed.
No, definitely not.
Doesn't sound like it, does
No,
it?
no.
Right, let's go and round up, shall we?
Okay, so I think I'm most surprised about the Echo, to be fair.
It's the newest of the lot, though,
It's the newest of the lot, it is. Now, don't get me wrong, I would snap that off in a heartbeat, just out of pure frustration, and put a little guard there if I was Echo, like this one,
Yeah.
or the DeWalt.
Yeah.
You know, they still seem to get away with it without having a guard there. It's quite nice, isn't it? I know this still looks like the Nimbus 5000 from Harry Potter. It looks like you should ride it.
Well, you've got the battery power, you've got two
don't
batteries.
get any ideas. So that's true, yeah.
But the Echo is the most expensive.
It is
So
by,
you'd
by,
ex-
by,
quite a
long
country
shot.
mile.
It is, yeah, yeah. But I think the fact is, if I already had Echo batteries, if I already had Milwaukee batteries, if I always had Stihl batteries, and especially DeWalt, I would take the one that I already had the batteries off,
That's a fair point.
because they all.
And I think everyone will be very similar to
Yeah.
that. Because that's the trouble with battery tools. You buy into a brand.
You do, yeah, you do, and you wouldn't. None of these would make me go to the other one because
There's not
they.
there's not a noticeable difference between any of them, really,
No,
for you to go, I'm going to get that, because that is the bee's knees.
Mm-hmm.
They all are pretty much on par, I would say.
yeah. Now, I'm not advising anyone to take off that blade tip protector on the DeWalt, but that's what I'd do. That same as I would with that.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in it. Why they've got it on there? They can see that other manufacturers don't bother, so why would they bother? Why would they sort of put themselves in a position where it's going to look like a negative for no reason?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to look like a positive, is it?
No, it's not. No, and it's garish in at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
that
no
is.
getting away from it.
Yeah.
It could be something better looking than that.
It's definitely. Now, if you've got Stihl stuff, then that is a fantastic look. For that smoothness of cut, that is something else. But then I suppose you could get different chains for the other ones to
Yeah.
make them smoother. So I think much of a muchness. I don't think you can go too far wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some, putting it politely, crap ones on the market. And we have been very
Are we talking Chinese stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I think they're all made in China.
Oh, hang on a second. No, this says Einstein, Germany. Germany?
Is it though?
I don't
It's
know.
probably not, is it?
No.
No. Einstein, what? Where did that even come from?
Einstein. DeWalt,
it's,
Einstein.
it's probably where it was packaged. You know, Milwaukee's made in China, the Stihl's made in China, the Echoes, they probably tell you it's made in Japan, but it's probably made in China. So I don't think it's made a great deal of difference in all that, really. But there are some crap ones on the market. I'd say if you've got the battery platform, stick with that one. You're not going to go too far wrong. They're a bloody good little tool. I think it's probably one of the best garden, landscaper, tree surgery advances for the last 10 years.
Definitely so.
To be fair.
Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit informative to tell you what there is on the market from these brands, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.
Made in PRC, so China.
People's Republic China.
China, yeah. Made in China.
Made in Austria.
Made in Austria.
This one is staring me right in the face. Made in China.
So the Stihl apparently is made in Austria. Please send me video footage of the production line in Austria, please. Actually, no, we should both go there.
I think there must be a ticket. Yeah,
we need to go there and watch that production line to prove that that is made in Austria.
Sounds good. Stihl, you watching?